who's been working a lot?
Who?
Meg the Stallion.
Oh, Meg is always working.
That's a fact.
Meg always got something coming around the corner.
That's right.
Yeah.
And already to start the year, Meg has done a few things.
Okay. Tell me about it.
Number one, she's now the face of Planet Fitness.
I saw this. I saw this. I was fascinated. I was like, oh, I wouldn't have never even made that connection, but go for it.
Me either, but I like it.
Yeah. Good for her.
Yeah, that
Got
was
the
pretty cool.
fitness line that's like alongside the Planet Fitness collab. I
Yep.
saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty fly. And
Mhm.
I don't say that because she's flying in the commercial either. I just mean it's pretty cool.
Right. Right. Yeah.
And yeah, and I just saw today that she has a music video that just dropped, which
Mhm.
is one of the songs on the Mean Girls soundtrack. Mean Girls comes out this weekend, and so it's perfect timing. And
Yeah.
Meg is calling herself the Black Regina George and twerking in a mini skirt on top of a teacher's desk.
Yeah, that she is. I didn't know that she referred to herself as the Black Regina George. This is the first time I'm hearing this, but apparently she has in the past. Um, I don't know if that's a good thing. Have you seen Mean Girls?
Yes, I have. Not
So
this
you
new
know,
one, but the original.
yeah. I was like, in what context are you Regina George?
Right.
Because that's not necessarily a good thing.
Right.
So I was a little confused by that reference, but I guess I don't know enough. So I'll leave that to her and her fans. I'm sure they know exactly what that's about. And you know what? I'll chalk it up to it being none of my business.
Yeah, I'm with you on that because
Hmm.
I don't want any smoke with those folks. But
No.
I think it's
That's a good
interesting, and
look.
I agree. I agree. It is a good look. Uh, we don't know what Mean Girls will do in theaters, but we do know that that is a huge film, and this is a quote unquote refreshed version, and I'm sure it's going to do numbers for various reasons. And so, if Meg is aligned with the film, clearly she is. That's also a good look for Meg.
Right. Yeah. No, I think this is good. I think it's important to note that the rap girls have been getting these blockbuster soundtrack
Yes.
deals, you know?
Yes.
Um, we saw it with
Nikki for Barbie.
Nikki for Barbie. I almost said, was it
Wasn't
Nikki?
Ice Spice involved as well?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say first, Ice Spice. But yeah, Nikki, and now with this Meg thing with Mean Girls, I think it's really cool because it kind of brings the rap girls to the mainstream. I mean, I know they're very pop in very many ways,
Yep.
but I think it's cool. I don't know that you were always seeing that before, so
Right.
I like that. I like that they're letting them play in, or they're being given the opportunity to play in these spaces. I think it's fun and it's lighthearted, and you know, a lot of times Black people get roped into movies or being involved with movies that are,
Come on,
you
take us
know,
there.
there's tragedy and there's there's tribulations
Right.
and it's not all the time, but a lot of times that's what Black musicians get tapped to be a part of when you're thinking about soundtracks, unless it's a Black film. Um, so I like it. I mean, I love a slave movie with a John Legend track, right? But
All right, y'all. This is our show, Weeknights. Thank you for joining us. It's been great. No,
I
I'm just
love
kidding.
when John Legend does things like that. I think that's great. So it's not to minimize any of that. But I think this is nice that it's fun, it's light, it's it's very mainstream, which I think is really important because they
Yeah,
don't have to involve them in these big blockbuster films. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for Meg, and Meg's been on a strong trajectory for a while, so
absolutely. Yeah.
not surprising to see her being involved with something like Mean Girls. And
No, not at all.
um, yeah, I'm. Are you gonna go see Mean Girls?
I am not. Now, I'll be honest, this is the kind of dad I am. If my daughter wanted to see it, I'd totally take my
Take
daughter.
her.
But when we
Yeah,
saw the trailer, she looked at me and said,
she was into it.
Dad,
No.
what is this? And I said, I don't know. I'm seeing it for the first time too. It's
Right,
a new Mean Girls. I don't know. She said,
right.
no, Dad, no.
No, not for her. I
I said,
understand.
oh, all right.
I think my niece might want to go, so I think
There
I'm
you
gonna.
go.
I think I'm gonna take her. Otherwise, I don't think I would go. I'm not really a big musical person, and I know this is gonna be musical forward, so
Yes, it is.
not really looking forward to that. Um, but yeah, if she wants to go, I'll take her.
I also think, as far as cross promotion goes, this is smart because Meg's crowd might not necessarily be the crowd that's gonna run to see Mean Girls, but
Right?
now maybe this is a way for Mean Girls crowd to meet some of Meg's stuff and Meg's stuff to meet some of the Mean Girl content.
Yeah, I can see
So
that.
I always think cross promotion is smart.
It is. They should definitely take advantage of that. You might as well. That's how everybody makes money at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So nothing wrong
Collaborative
with
efforts
that.
are usually a good look in this arena anyway, something big like this.
Yeah, yeah. Well, good for
So
Meg.
yeah, totally.
Good for Meg. Good for Mean Girls. I feel like
No.
people are really excited about this film. And reboots or reimaginings or whatever they're calling it these days are a point of contention for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it's not always good, and it's sometimes it's like I just really enjoyed the first one, and the thing that I want to do is just keep going back to the first one. I
Right.
don't want something new. I don't want to see new people. I don't want to hear a fresh take on it. I want to hear the 2024 version of something. No. So
Well, you can see in the trailer they've already modernized it. They've got TikTok in there and
you
I
got
think
to.
Snapchat. It looked more like TikTok, but
Yeah.
they've got the apps involved now. So
You got to do that. You got to involve
smart.
six and
I
and
mean,
and
if you're gonna do a reimagined version, you might as well.
yeah, yeah,
So I
that's
think it's
true.
smart.